In the fast-paced world we live in, every moment presents a choice. From the time we wake up till the time we lay our heads to rest, we are defined by the decisions we make. In this video, we will explore the profound impact of decision making on our lives. We will delve into the concepts like decision fatigue, which can ruin the quality of our life. And most importantly, we will understand concepts like domino effect, which can help us come out of this complex situation. Our day begins with multitude of decisions. What to wear, what to eat, what tasks to prioritize. So you have multiple tabs open, as you can see here in this meme, and you really don't know where the music is coming from. Research, like a study done by Roy Baumeister, shows how more number of decisions lead to decision fatigue. You can see this chart. As the number of decisions keeps on increasing, the quality of those decisions goes down. It is also important to understand here that how when you are making number of decisions, you are also using your self-control and willpower. And we have seen that in the last video, the link of which I will put here, that how willpower, how self-control actually drains your energy, how it takes away your creativity. You can see it in this chart. As you keep working hard using your willpower, using your self-control throughout the day, the possibility of you going to have that cookie increases exponentially. Therefore, decision fatigue makes our choices less effective as the day progresses. Imagine being overwhelmed by the choices in the grocery store, unable to decide on something as simple as cereal. This is the impact of decision fatigue. While working on this, I got one more enlightenment. I asked this very simple question: if I don't make a decision, what is the impact of that? The interesting thing is, even if I don't make a decision, that itself is a decision. To decide not to take a call, to decide not to make a decision itself is a decision, which means it is adding to your number of decisions anyways. And the more number of times you keep postponing taking that decision, you are actually taking a decision of not deciding, which means you are adding the number to the x-axis. If you see, your x-axis goes on increasing with more number of decisions. Of course, you are saying that I am not going to decide, but that decision itself is still a decision, and it keeps on adding your x-axis, thereby bringing you more closer to decision fatigue and reducing the quality of your decisions. Clear? So now we have the problem statement. Now what is the solution? By what we call as a domino effect or a habit stacking process. What we do by habit stacking or domino effect is that after one activity, the second activity just follows. Like for example, after having your cup of coffee, you go and pick up your gym bag, you go to the gym. After doing your gym, you do your 20 minutes or 30 minutes of mindfulness meditation, whatever it is, but this sequence is set. Once you set this sequence, one habit follows other habit and then the third habit, and these habits are stacked. Such kind of habit stacking can be done for your health. It can be done for some of your professional things, like some of the key meetings or the reviews which you do or debriefing you do can be sequenced in that order. Same way it can be done for your family and personal life, whether it is the time you spend with your family, the time you spend with your friends. You can plan it and habit stack it in such a way that subsequent activities are done whenever you trigger the first one. So these habits become like mental shortcuts, allowing us to make choices effortlessly. Think of it this way. Do you remember those early days when you started learning to drive a vehicle? You were confused, right? It was very difficult. You had struggle finding which is the brake, which is the clutch, which is an accelerator, how to see this at the same time, how to drive. So all those questions were there and it was very, very difficult. A few days later or a few weeks later, once you got a full grip, you understood how to drive, you got your license, you started driving regularly. Initial days were still not very easy. You were still conscious and thinking about the left and the right, how it is going. After a few months and a few years maybe, you are so comfortable that now you can drive on big highways. You don't have to worry. While driving, you can talk to the people who is besides you. So you are listening to music. All those things are happening which were never possible in the early days. That is how these habits get into your muscle memories. Now also there is a negative side of it. When it comes to some of the bad habits, even there the domino effect works. I can tell you from my own life, every time I meet a particular friend in a particular location, that would lead automatically, you see the sequence of actions that would lead to be sitting together in a bar, drinking alcohol, and after the drinks, we would go out and then have a smoke. So this was a chain of things which was happening, and if I am able to see this and get the insights of how this habit works and how the habit stacking is happening, I can choose to cut. So after meeting the friend at a particular location, the next action of going for alcohol can be stopped. Whereas in case of positive habits, it can create wonders. You can use this chain of habits to leverage, to create a positive ripple effect and transform your life. There's a small change, a small trigger can lead you to a more happier, more healthier, more meaningful life. In the grand scheme of things, life is a series of choices, and the power to choose lies with you. With that, we complete this video. If you like this video, please share it with the people who you think will be benefited by such conversations. And if you are still not subscribed this channel, please subscribe. Make right decisions, avoid decision fatigue, and keep rocking.